got ourselves VAR, gonna be first up over on team 2. On that team, we got a Saralex in the back. We got ourselves Licorice Paw. We got ourselves Kiosco and Bellator. And versus team 1, we got Kreisbad over on that team. We got Valen over there as a marksman. Holy moly, as a mage, as a Frosty, Archie, and Copy. But he's gonna be first up over on this team. Holy moly, as a Frost Mage, not as a hunter. What is going on? And we got Nightmares with a donut. Yo, can we get a hashtag Nightmares in chat for the mustache? Yo, can we get a hashtag boys Nightmares in the chat for the wonderful, beautiful dono donating a mustache in the chat? Appreciate ya. And actually, what's this go? Hey, I like your mustache. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yo, VAR gonna be first up versus Valen. Starting Valen. Almost like Valen, like the leader of the Draenei, but not quite. Not quite. Sniper shot in the opener for Valen. Trying to go for the big aim shot. Almost got that. Oh, he actually almost got that shot off. But looks like VAR, even with the sniper shot, was able to get max range. Valen starting off with the Necrolord. Static Totem is going to get him caught. That's going to be VAR jumping in with the pets. That's going to be pets actually knocked back for a second, as Valen did not focus down the totem just yet. The Static Totem. But he did get a knockback and jumped around VAR enough in order to be able to get the maximum dodge effect to it. Gonna be exposed a shot onto VAR. Looks like one of the ghosts actually disappeared. Big exposure to VAR, does go for the wall, and Valen tried to go for a double tap rapid fire. Looks like it's gonna be a bit of a defensive for Valen, having to go for turtle shell with acceleration. VAR out in the open, flesh crafted, seeing Valen with a turtle. Knows he's not gonna come out of there to interrupt. And looks like VAR is actually immune to the bind completely. I thought he got hit by binding shot for a second, but looks like he's gonna be frozen out. Valen tried to get a line of sight, gonna be rapid fire. VAR has himself a full fleshcraft available. Valen tried to see if they can maybe get a aim shot in between. Scatter shot. It looks like Valen just trying to get out of there. The Ghosters are doing quite a bit of damage. Alien Blast connects. That's gonna be Primordial. Big lightning bolt. Valen actually getting blasted out from range, and VAR charging in, and it's gonna take him down. Valen does have the cheat death with the armor. Might be able to maybe get some damage to VAR. Maybe get him low enough. Potentially. Double explosion. Triple explosion maybe? Looks like they do go down. Trying to make the most that they could with the damage they had. In the end, had to go for a little bit of that cheat death from the Ymir Soulbind. VAR is going to be up next versus Copyfin. Is Copyfin playing Necrolord as well? Or the Venthyr? I don't remember. I think Copyfin last time was Venthyr, but maybe the Totem? Maybe the Kyrian Tabard says something? Maybe that's what they're playing. Static Totem coming down for VAR. And that's actually going to be double Earth Elemental for both of the Shamans. Copyfin taking a bit of damage at the start. VAR getting the Ghost is in. Copyfin is playing the Ascendance build, while VAR is playing the Ellie Shaman build. Ellie Wolves. Big lightning bolts and Ellie Blast on the Copy. He's going to have to pop a wall, missing the Thunder versus VAR. So if they were trying to go for a stun, still lands a stun. That is going to be Big Chain Harvest. Big Ascendance to follow. VAR trying to create some line of sight immediately. And this is where Copy just needs to make sure they have line of sight of VAR. Needs to catch up to him, trying to sprint after him. And VAR is just super speedy. Copyfin does end up catching up a little bit. The Wind Strikes do come through, but they're doing the most damage they ever could. If Copyfin is playing the Wind Fury Totem, then they definitely need to make sure Wind Fury Totem is out during their burst, like the Doom Winds. Unless Shamans are going to play something different next patch for PvP, which maybe with the tier set, they'll go for more Storm Strikes. Potentially. Copyfin taking a bit of a beating. Ellie blasted to Primordial. Maybe big lightning bolts out of VAR. Does go for a lightning bolt. Copyfin is sitting about half his health, but as long as they have mana, they'll be a-okay. VAR trying to go for a Hex, getting interrupted, and it's a freebie flesh card for him. He's just perfectly tanked up, got himself plenty of health to work with, could just use all that Maelstrom for lightning bolts, all that Maelstrom for damage. Copyfin having to play a bit defensive, using their Maelstrom and mana for healing, where VAR can just use Maelstrom offensively without having to spend mana. Lightning bolt costs like nothing. Either no mana cost or like very, very little. Trick out of VAR in between all those CC, gets him with a stun anyway. Copyfin got himself a setup. VAR does go for a big heal. Copyfin brings his health back down low with that Chain Harvest. Gonna be sundered with a stun onto Copy. Alien Blast, maybe with a lightning bolt. Does VAR get to finish here? Big lightning bolt available. Copyfin does go for a battle match trinket. Give himself a little bit more survivability as VAR unleashes the full lightning elements upon him. VAR has plenty of self-heal. Copy, kind of low. That's going to be Ghosters on him. Does have a wall for this, but still super low health. Needs Maelstrom, needs mana, but oh, VAR does end up slamming down the Storm Strike. And holy moly, is going to be up next as a Frost Mage trying to go for a couple of Frost bolts on the totem. I think building up for Icicles. I think we haven't really seen a Frost Mage in the duels ever, or at least in Shadowlands in a long, long while. I think last time it was Seavark really trying to pop off. Holy moly does pick up a little bit of damage. Trying to go for Frostbolt. Playing that Necrolord, so they do have a triple shield with the Fleshcraft. Interrupted on Frost. That's going to be mirror images up with the Deathborn up next. No way for Var to interrupted. Trying to go for Frostbolt versus Var. Do they get the biggest damage? Trying to go for the biggest setup. Blizzard coming down, and holy moly just needs a little bit more damage. Needs to go for the big Frostbolts back to back to Var. Gonna get interrupted on Frost, and that's going to be big Ellie Blast by Var. Holy moly got himself altered time. He's going to be able to reverse a lot of this damage. Trying to blast out Var if possible. Frostbolt's doing a bit of damage. And holy moly though is stuck inside of this inside of the static totem. Still holding on to the ice form, holding on to their Deathborn for now. Quick flash cut to catch up a little bit of healing. Frostbolts into Var, got him some triple shield. Var with Ghostos, strip away all those shields from holy moly. Drop it down Frozen Orb with Blizzard. Var is just slow to almost near permanent crawl. Holy moly with the ult time, trying to give himself a little bit more heal to war with. Looks like Ice Block needs to cancel the ult time. As long as he cancels ult. Oh no, that's what I meant. Because the ult time will put him back to where the health was, and then we're getting so much healing, so much recovery from Ice Block, but they need to cancel ult time to make sure they don't go back to lower health bar. Var continuing to blast him out. Holy moly, got himself so many opportunities for Ice Form. Gonna be a stun into Holy moly. Actually immune to it with the Ice Form. They get interrupted for a second. Needs to go for the biggest Frostbolts versus Var. Just a little bit more damage. Does get the flurry and everything. You see more Frostbolt damage, just a little bit more. Var actually loading up a full Lightning Bolt. It does no damage without any Maelstrom, but he does get one rolling. Holy moly with his shortest amount, the smallest amount of flesh count available to get himself bolstered. Frostbolt's actually starting to do a bit of damage. The Ellie Blastor just stripping him off his shields completely. Var is slow to crawl with that Blizzard and the Frozen Orb. Holy moly continuing to Frostbolt him when they can, but they keep getting disrupted, keep getting interrupted. I think it's going to be over. Man, that's just too hard to counter. With Enhancement Shaman who could just remove all of your burst, all of your damage, all of your shields. Actually, they can't remove the burst anymore, can they? Ice Form and Ice Events can no longer be dispelled in PvP. Actually, in general, right? Can no longer be dispelled. Maybe just in PvP. Var, getting him with the Sunder, with the Sun Totem, Page's Fusion. I think it might be over for him. Wait, I think his Ghostos helps with the damage, but Zaraki does slam him down with Storm Strike either way. Taking him out of there. Bellator is up next. As it was actually Var just battling the three boys over in Team 1 back to back for at least 10 minutes. Look at that man go. Look at that man hold down for his team. Can Archie bring it back for his team though? Team 1 needs a miracle in order to get through Kiosko, Licorice, Serex, as well as Bellator. And Archie just might be able to do it. I believe Ice Form can be dispelled. Can it? Wait, okay, so Icy Veins cannot be dispelled, but Ice Form can? Are you sure? Chat, I was sure. I need a confirmation on that one because he might be right. Maybe it works for Icy Veins, but not for Ice Form. Maybe the Ice Form is like, well, it's a minute CD. It's really short, so we'll make that one dispellable. I need to test it myself. Bellator popping up with Enrage Regen, needs himself offensives and defensives. That's going to be a wall for Archie, but he can't really go anywhere. Reflect up for Bellator so he can deal with whatever magic damage he can. That's going to be Archie unable to go anywhere at all. That's Drinking on top of Bellator too. It's just not letting Archie do anything. A big explosion, and if it crits, it does even more damage with that spear being down. And Bellator just recovering a ton of health after being so low. Quick disarmament to Archie, but as if he needs weapon. He has all that maelstrom to keep casting. Gonna be a quick trick. And Bellator getting drained for transfusion. Does not go for the interrupt. Definitely probably should have. Just interrupted. Ghostos joining in. That's so many wolves. Look at Archie. He has like at least 3 wolves at a moment. And just trying to see if he might be able to get over to Bellator. Does he have the maelstrom? Maybe finish him off with the Elder Blast. Bellator taking all those Ghostos back behind the pillar. And it's getting a lot of heal recovery. Archie does slam him down with the Elder Blast, but he just doesn't get the crit he needs. And Bellator looks like he might have stabilized for a little bit. 40% into this dampening as we're getting into that 12-minute mark very, very soon. Sunder into Bellator. Zerka rages out of it just to break himself out of the Sunder effect. And it's going to go for a leap, reflect, but at no health whatsoever. And Archie just comes by, whacks him down into the ground, and heads behind the pillar immediately. Who's going to be up next? Is it Kiosko? Looks like Kiosko is going to be up next. Is the Necrolord. Looks like he's trying to catch up to Kiosko while cutting the pet at the same time. He's definitely going to need to get some kind of CC chain to Kiosko with a Page's Fusion. Big damage out of Kiosko. Archie actually finds himself super extremely low in health. What is going on? Kiosko actually just destroyed him. Huh? What just happened? Yo, Survival Hunters are beefy, bro. They're beefcakes. What was that burst? I think that was just I gotta review that. I feel like I spaced so hard. Steel trap into ice trap onto that incubus. As Kreisbet trying to create himself some line of sight away from Kiosko, dropping down the Inferno with a quick fear onto Kiosko. Oh no! Oh, the bug happened. The bug happened. No! Kiosko was perma-stunned. So there's a bug over on the PTR where when you drop an Inferno on somebody, there's a chance you'll just be perma-stunned. It works in both PvP, like arenas, but it also works in dungeons. I remember doing a key with McGildy's the other day, and one of them dropped an Infernal on a big trash bag inside of the maze of Tyrna's side. We did some cheese where we grabbed a bunch of them. He dropped an Infernal, and we're like, all right, we're ready for them to start casting, and they just come to CC like, are they broken? I had to tell them about the bug. That's annoying. That is annoying. Yo, Kiosko just got cheated. And it's not even Kreisbet's fault. Like, when you get stunned by the Infernal, that's nothing Kreisbet can do. He just drops an Infernal. It just has a chance to just be perma. I don't know why. Big Chaos Bolt into Licorice Ball. I think it was a double Chaos Bolt. As Licorice finds himself at literally half health, trying to go for a bit of damage. Kreisbet just sneaking in around the corner just to get whatever damage he can. Greater Fate actually somehow did not get immune for the Mortal Coil. I guess maybe Mortal Coil got hit before the Greater Fate came out. Gonna be a stun onto the Licorice, and Kreisbet has pretty big Incinerate saved up right now. Licorice Ball with a PI wants to go for big damage. Gonna be banished onto the Mindbender, and Licorice just trying to waddle over to Kreisbet. Cook Mortal Coil into Licorice, setting up a fear, maybe big damage afterwards. I think he wants to go for a big Chaos Bolt. Does he have the double bolt right now? Might be double bolt right here. Licorice does not take a lot of damage with the Disperse. Just keeps mounting up on the kite, walking towards Kreisbet. No perma stun this time, so Licorice at least gets an opportunity to play the game. Get interrupted. Buddha the Ascended, chasing after Kreisbet, not letting him do anything at all. Just kind of circling around him. Kreisbet with a wall, trying to go for Incinerates versus Licorice. Licorice with a Greater Fate, trying to get a heal in between. Maybe Kreisbet takes a bit of damage. Gonna be silenced with a full Void Eruption. Kreisbet and Batspot having to dodge all these eruptions. Looks like he's able to do so. Gonna be a board behind the pillar, trying to go for Shadow Fury for Licorice. Avoids him somehow. Licorice with the stun onto Kreisbet. Does he end up taking him out? Wait, oh my god, this could be anyone's deal right now. Licorice with the execute. Oh! Kreisbet just kept it cool and collected for as long as he could. And Licorice actually went for the execute at the end, which I think might have killed him. He did go for Shadow Ward Death, hoping to do enough damage to Kreisbet since he is low. That thing didn't crit. And Shadow Ward Death will attempt to kill the enemy, but if he doesn't, it comes back for you afterwards. Succubus CC onto Cyrilix immediately. Kreisbet is getting an opportunity to get a Chaos Bolt or two. I'm not sure if it was a double bolt or whatever. Might have been. Mortal Coil quickly onto Cyrilix. Drink it out of the Hunter. Stun to Kreisbet. Has to drink it for it. Does have Dark Pact as well. Is going to be pouring out of there. Next time the Hunter Peg gets over to him, he is going to have to go for Dark Pact. Looks like he's trying to beckon the Succubus back over. Cyrilix actually putting pressure onto the Succubus. Kreisbet is getting an opportunity to go for Instant Cast, even get an Immolate onto Cyrilix. Succubus is down. Does Kreisbet have a Fell Domino to summon a fresh one? He is trying to go for a normal cast, but he has to go for the long-term cast. Does Cyrilix go into a camo? He does go for Feign Death, but he doesn't get a camo. The Incubus joins in. Kreisbet might have to pick up the eye for Cyrilix unless he doesn't camo at all. I don't think he's gonna. So Cyrilix is again didn't say either to take down the pet or just focus on Kreisbet. He's in a situation where it's gonna be lose-lose unless he does something. Gonna be a quick Succubus seduction unless he has a trinket. Does have a pet sack. Kreisbet with a big Chaos Bolt. Is that gonna be enough for Cyrilix? Does drop a big Chaos Bolt, couple of misses, and does take him out. Oh! This man is literally floating. What a god. Dude, did Kreisbet just come back with a 3-0? Bro, oh my goodness. Kreisbet, my man. Dude, that duel between you and the Shadowpriest was close. Both of you played insane. Both of you are insane caster players, dude. It was so clutch.